Is there anything more exciting than a battle of sexes? In popular culture, this usually focuses on societal gender roles. But there is another battle of the sexes, a biological war waged by body's immune system. Can this conflict finally tell us who is stronger, man or woman? Men and women differ in many aspects ranging from biological, hormonal, physiological, and psychological. Women are considered to have a lower prevalence of cancer. Men have a 2 to 5 fold higher chance of contracting the disease. Women are also more able to survive injuries and, according to some studies, may not get as severely ill from bacterial and viral infection. There is also evidence for genetic differences in the expression of immune cells between women and men. So, what is the reason behind this? A stronger immune response is not helpful in all situations because it makes women more vulnerable to immunopathology, such as autoimmunity. This was related to the immune response elements, such as unique gene variants of the main histocompatibility complex, MHC. MHC are molecules encoded by a group of strongly polymorphic genes. MHC is important for an adaptive immune response. A high variety of variants of MHC gene is advantageous. Research indicates that gender variation in immune system are related to the diversity of MHC levels. Asthma is characterized by a sexual dimorphism that varies during life. In infants, the incidence of asthma in boys is higher than in girls. However, around puberty, this pattern is shifting, resulting in higher incidence of asthma in girls. This change indicates that sex hormones play a crucial role in the pathogenesis of asthma. Hepatitis B is a liver infection caused by a blood and body fluid-borne virus. Hepatitis B and hepatitis C are more common in male than female patients. Also, female hepatitis B carriers appear to have lower viral loads than their male counterparts. There are variation in the pathogenesis of infectious disease caused by gender differences. Women appear to have more intense innate, cellular and humoral immune responses to vaccine and infections than men do. Sexual hormones affect the immune response to the virus by binding the hormone receptor to the immune cells. While estrogens have an immune stimulating effect, they have an immune suppressive effect. Androgens and hormones linked to male traits and reproductive activity. Androgens interact directly with genome of the hepatitis B virus. So what part does genes play? In humans, sex is genetic. Females have 2 X chromosomes while males have 1 X and 1 Y. However, in females, 1 X chromosome in each cell in the body is randomly shut off or inactivated while embryo is developing. The X chromosome contains 10% of all microRNAs in the human genome. The Y chromosome has none. Some of the microRNAs on the X chromosome are thought to be involved in immune system function and cancer development. MicroRNAs are tiny pieces of genetic material. The main function of microRNAs in cell is to turn off or silence specific genes. The researchers say microRNA is located on the female X chromosome may give women an immune system advantage over males. If a microRNA did something good like help control cell growth, having 2 copies of that microRNA might provide females with extra protection against cancer. The same would be true for microRNAs that played a role in immune function. As a real-life example, septic patients who have widespread bacterial infection have low level of a particular microRNA found on the X chromosome. Thus, this particular microRNA may offer some protection against sepsis. So men are more likely to suffer from any infection and viral than women. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any feedback, please let us know in the comment section below. And do not forget to share and subscribe. I remember my biology class today. It felt good. Chromosome, genes, genome.
थॉट पार्क अंदर है इसका नाम
Thought control. Welcome back to thought control.
थॉट पार्क बंद ही हो गया ना
थॉट पार्क भी चल रहा है, किसी और चला रहे हैं नहीं, मतलब बंद काइंड है.